Good evening, welcome to the second session of racing here on day 3 of the 2023 World Masters Cycling Championships. And we're straight back into action in the men's sprint age category 35 to 39. We're at the quarter-final stage, best of 3. This is match number 1. And the riders on track here, Matthew Mewell of Great Britain and Michael Mulcahy of Ireland. So riders progressed into these quarterfinals directly from the qualification time trial this morning. Just 10 entrants for this age category of men's sprint. So the top 8 went into these quarterfinals. Matthew Mewell, the rider in the black colours here. Already a gold medalist at these championships, taking the time trial gold in the 35-39 age category. Michael Mulcahy of Ireland, right. Sitting in second wheel currently, starting to pay closer attention to closing the gap now as he goes to the final lap. But it's Mewell leading this round, the time trial champion of course, has got a great turn of pace, and it's proved the undoing of Michael Mulcahy because relatively easy fashion. The first heat goes to Matthew Mewell. Inside line is obliged to lead for the first half lap, a walking pace or better, unless his opponent elects to go past him, which he's completely at liberty to do. So Kramer on the inside, Cartfjord on the outside. CC2, match 1, the men's sprint 35-39 quarter-final. Away from the start line, a reminder to all riders that you must exit the track at the completion of your ride in the back straight. That's using the pursuit gate in the back straight. That's the only point at which you exit the track into the home straight. So very measured start here. So in the back straight, just walking at walking pace to make sure that they keep going for the first half lap. The starter here in the home straight, keeping a very keen eye on things, has decided that they have not completed the requirement of executing that first half lap walking pace. Addition towards Manchester is a piece of history. Days gone by, several years would also have been spectator-sized chunks to purchase from our merch tables. So we're off again. The speed should be a little higher this time. So Kramer in the pale blue and white, in the lower position on the track. Cartfjord of the wet opponent, leading off by a couple of bike lengths. Having completed that first half lap at walking pace, they can go just as slowly as they like beyond that point. Maybe they can go complete standstill, but on no more than 2 occasions, for no more than 30 seconds. The purpose of the standstill is to try to enforce the rider in second place to take the lead. Advantageous being in second spot. Watch what your opponent's doing now, don't look behind you. Sebastian Cartfjord, Norway, just to throw Jacob Kramer off the scent here by weaving left and right behind him. Continues to roll forwards. Ascending the banking on the track in the back straights. As Kramer reached the top, Cartfjord dipped underneath. The rider committing to the sprint just yet. The bell when they come to the home straight this time. So Kramer now in that second spot. Cartfjord able to control the angles at which he can mount an attacking move. First rider inside that red sprinter's line. Oblige your opponent to go around the outside. Neither is there yet. Now Cartfjord dips inside the red, so Kramer is chasing hard, but he's let too big a gap open here for the Norwegian. And Sebastian Cartfjord is going to take match number 1 in Heat 2. Jacob Kramer next time round to try and square that one. Rely on good old playing cards. Effective and the battery never runs out. So the draw of this one has been done. It's meant that Douglas Higginson starts on the inside. Higginson in the all black, Taylor in the green with the yellow banding, and a simulation of the national colours in Australia. Speaking of Australia, our lensman down there in the home straight, Murray Hickmott from Velo UK, capturing all the action, so you can follow the progress of the championships on the Velo UK website and social media feeds. Of course, you can see full results of all the championships on our website at cyclingmasters.com. So Higginson still in the front here. Fixed on his opponent, Ross Taylor. Graphic illustration of the sprinter's art of riding forwards whilst looking backwards from Douglas Higginson. Pace incrementing slightly. Positions though remain the same. 1 lap to go when they come around this time. Who's going to be first to strike here? Taylor raises himself out of the saddle, draws a little closer to the back wheel of Higginson. Both riders inside that red line, Higginson though in the front, so Taylor's got the longer way round. Higginson holding that line under the scoreboard. Ross Taylor comes off his shoulder but is not able to get on terms, and across the line it's Douglas Higginson who will take match number 1 in quarter-final heat 3. First matches in the quarterfinals of the 35-39 sprint. Starting on the outside here is Serrano, Mexico. And leading things away, James Brightwell in the all-black colours of Great Britain. Though moderate, the pace judged to be sufficient for the first half lap. Drop down to the bottom of the track before attempting the corners here, which more forward velocity required to negotiate the bankings any higher. Brightwell maintaining the lower position on the track. Careful eye on his Mexican opponents. Pace lifting now, be 1 lap to go when they come to the home straight this time. Mexican using the slipstream of Brightwell to move level as they come out of corner 1. It's very, very close indeed as they go down the back straight, nothing between them. Still locked together under the scoreboard. And Mexican, a little wobble there. So Brightwell though held his line well under the scoreboard and into the finishing straight. Across the line goes James Brightwell, just holding off the challenge of Roberto Serrano Bowles of Mexico. So Sebastian Caulfield, the winner of the opening match, leads away in match number 2. Jacob Kramer has to win this one to force a decider, otherwise it is progress into the semi-finals for Sebastian Caulfield. first half lap completed. Cantfield trying to persuade Kramer to go to the front, hence slowing proceedings down as much as he dare without coming to a complete standstill. Kramer is not accepting that opportunity then, so he continues to roll along in second spot. It's easier to observe his opponent. Now he has a little look underneath and decides, okay, now I'm going to go to the front. 2 laps to go. So Jacob Kramer, tactics can he bring to bear here to try and secure a victory and take it to a third and deciding encounter? Beginning to pick up pace now. Cantfield using the height of the track here in the home straight. He'll sweep down, try and hit the wheel, literally of course, hit the back wheel of Jacob Kramer, and he's around the outside, and once again Cantfield's greater pace will prove the undoing of Jacob Kramer. So in 2 straight rides, Sebastian Cantfield of Norway. Starter checks, both riders are ready, and the whistle will get them underway. So Ross Taylor leads this one away from the line. Similarly to the preceding heat, Ross Taylor was outdone by the greater pace of Douglas Higginson in their first match. So he had a little bit of a rethink in the break to try and come up with a different tactic. Trying to persuade Higginson to come to the front by slowing it down, but Higginson's not for doing that. So both riders drop down into the well of the track. Taylor trying to keep Higginson in the box here, trying to keep him as high on the track, deny him the opportunity to sweep underneath. So the situation remains the same, with Taylor ahead of Higginson. 1 lap to go. They come into the home straight this time. And now Higginson decides that gap is the one I'm going to go for. Taylor unable to defend it, and Higginson beginning to ride away. Well, it looks like Ross Taylor may well have fallen into the same trap this time. He allowed the gap for Douglas Higginson to drop down underneath him. And Higginson, once again, his pace proving too much, and Ross Taylor concedes before the line is reached. So in 2 straight rides, Douglas Higginson progresses into the semi-finals. First to arrive on the line though. Mexican here, assisted by Matt Rotherham. Himself a formidable sprinter. So that offered some useful advice to Roberto Serrano-Powells here. Rolling away from the start line. So Brightwell, second wheel here. Silver medalist in the British National Masters in the sprint, and bronze medalist here. He's World Masters already at the time trial phase. So what can Roberto Serrano-Powells do to deny James Brightwell an easier ride into the semi-finals? Both riders up and down the track here. Wells in the lower position. Brightwell trying to use the height of the banking to swoop down. Wells still attentively looking behind him at the bell. And it's still Wells here. Brightwell's going to use the slipstream of his opponent down the back straight. Brightwell of Great Britain starting to move around the outside of his Mexican opponent. Brightwell's inside that sprinter's line, so Brightwell's going to go the long way round, and will do it very close on the line, but by half a wheel or so. James Brightwell will take his second victory at the end of that one. And we'll move on to race 2 in our 40 to 44 age category.